All right, guys, it's the winter time. You know, like, it's kind of cold outside, but that don't stop the boy DC from getting out and about and enjoying all kinds of live events. And when I do enjoy live events, I use the Game Time app to save money. All new customers, punch that code in there, DCTV, to save $20 off your first purchase. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be going to a concert, comedy show, UFC, NFL postseason is about to start, baseball season, basketball. The Game Time app has got you covered. I like to go on a date and then maybe go catch a comedy show after with a meal while saving money. Our friends at Game Time got you covered. So again, sign up using my promo code DCTV for any of your entertainment at the Game Time app and save $20 off of that first purchase. Come on, man. Grab your lady or grab your man. Take him out on a date. Take him out on a night on the town and use the Game Time app to do it. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm back. It's been a minute. Hey, first off, it's holiday season, so that's the beard and the hair. Hey, give the boy a little bit of time. Hey, I got to ask you guys a question, though. Do you remember when we started doing this a couple years ago, maybe almost 3 years ago now? Less gray hair, right? Less gray hair. Time flies. Time flies. So please, I just remember growing up as a kid, and every December, my dad had the entire month off. And that's kind of what it feels like for me. But I had to kind of get to you guys with a couple things that's been on my mind since the weekend, right? So I have no obligation to do YouTube all December. I get a month off, but I can't not come to you guys who have supported me with these ideas and these thoughts, because I truly want to know whether or not you guys feel the same way. So Colby Covington last weekend got beat by Joaquin Buckley, who looked phenomenal. I thought Joaquin Buckley has shown at 170, he is going to be a real problem for everybody. And I will get to more of that, Kamaru Usman's response to his call out, all those things. But the video I want to center around the perils of being Colby Covington, right? The dangers of being Colby Covington, the dangers of the gimmick, right? We all talk about a gimmick, and sometimes the gimmick is very transparent. Sometimes it's a little more hidden in regards to whether or not you know it's real or if you think somebody's giving you a character, right? Chael Sonnen, let's relate it to Chael, a guy that's very close to Colby Covington. There was a switch. He fought Yushin Okami, and they fought on the undercard of a fight. First fight of the night, Anderson Silva was the main event. Chael was fighting, opening the curtain, while him and Yushin Okami at middleweight were ranked number 4 and number 5. Technically, they were on the verge of earning a championship opportunity, but nobody cared. So then Chael comes up with this character, Chael P, Uncle Chael, whatever you want to call him. And all of a sudden he skyrockets, not only in popularity and fighting, not only in fighting, but also in popularity and opportunity and so many other things. If Chael Sonnen did not flip that switch from the All-American wrestler from Oregon to Uncle Chael or Chael P, he would not have sat at the Fox desk. He would not be sitting at the ESPN desk today. He would not have earned all that money and had all those championship opportunities. So the gimmick really did pay dividends for Chael, and it still continues to pay dividends for Chael. Colby Covington was always a good fighter. He was always tough. I know he suffered that submission loss early in his career, but he bounced back and he was winning. But nobody really cared. Nobody cared. I'm going to show you guys a video right now. This is Colby Covington. When he first started, he was on the undercard of a Jon Jones fight. He's speaking of Jon Jones as if they were best friends in college. You and I all know now what Colby, or at least is perceived to be his feelings towards Jon Jones, because he's very vocal about it. He hates Jones. At least he would have you believe that. But when you watch this right here, you can see what his true feelings was before the gimmick. This was before Colby became that guy that is the bad guy, the guy that talks, and the guy that's very vocal and brash and harsh. Take a listen.
He was a really good friend in college. We spent 2 years sharing a bunk bed together, so I was hoping he was going to be here. I thought we were going to get to have a little, coming together again, like in college when we were winning wrestling matches together. So
now, that doesn't seem like the guy that continues to crap on Jones. This is Colby today.
Dude, Jon Jones is an absolute disgrace to this earth. He's a joke. I think Jon needs to stop ducking Tom Aspinall, just like he ducked Nagano. He ducked Nagano for years. Now he's ducking Aspinall. So he doesn't want to fight the guys he knows he's getting his ass whooped against. So I don't think anything special to Jon Jones. He's a coward. He's a cheat, and he's a woman beater.
Now you can see how much he has changed, right? From that kid in the beginning that respected Jones to now the guy that hates Jones. Guys, that is all fine and dandy. It really is. It's all fine and dandy until you start to lose. Until you start to lose. Your gimmick can be as big as anything you want in the world. Your idea of how you want people to see you can be big, it can be brash, but ultimately you got to win, right? All that time that Colby was doing that, he was vocal. He would talk about Brazilians. When he went to Brazil and he disrespected Damian Maia in the middle of the octagon, it was because he had beat the shit out of him for 25 minutes. And you knew that you were watching someone that was insanely good, that was going to be a problem at the weight class. And for a very long time, he ran and he rode hot, man. This dude was 1A to Kamaru Usman's 1B to Kamaru Usman's 1A for a really long time. That's why he was the interim champ when Kamaru couldn't fight. And that's why he earned himself 3 title opportunities. So, when he disrespected Leon Edwards, his father, everybody kind of turned the other cheek. It's Colby, right? It's what he does. He's fighting for the belt. When he disrespected Kamaru Usman, everybody kind of turned the other cheek because it was the gimmick. And I think that as time went on, people started to see through the gimmick. So you respected the gimmick for what it was, ultimately knowing that if you go back again a minute and a half in this video, that's Colby Covington, right? That's Colby Covington, that guy. But what about when you start to lose? How do you handle when your gimmick now makes you public enemy number 1 for everyone? Oh, let's take a look. Joaquin Buckley got Colby Covington. All right? Belal Muhammad, the welterweight champion today, is still talking about Covington, even though he's moved past him. But let's start with Jon Jones. Remember that guy we saw him talking great about a second ago and then shitting on in the second video? Jon Jones goes, big shout out to Colby Covington for skipping training to get President Trump ready. We all appreciate the sacrifice. At least he got to see me win. After a fan said, Colby makes excuses on X, Jon replies, that's what I find the most hilarious. Listening to what he's going to come up with next after getting his ass whipped. And guess what? Jones ain't wrong to be able to have an opinion. Colby's had an opinion of him for long. But how does Colby handle that, right? When it's not going good anymore. How does he handle when everybody, right, that had to watch him win and him talk to him in the way that he did and have to respect him because he was winning, how does he handle all those people now coming for his head? They're all going to come for him. And they can't because Colby has come for them. And while it was entertaining at times, while it was cringe at times, while sometimes it made you feel flat out uncomfortable, he did it and he ultimately made himself valuable and got a lot of money for it. But how does Colby Covington, the competitor, handle the flip side? Guys, that's the gimmick, right? That's why professional wrestlers all get all messed up on drugs, all turned about. Once the gimmick starts to fail them, how's Colby handle not being able to live up to the gimmick? How does he be able to live up to not matching the expectations that are needed in order to still have an opinion? Okay, Michael Bisping, he wrote, he was not good enough. He wasn't quick enough. He wasn't powerful enough with the wrestling. Joaquin Buckley just kind of picked him apart, busted him up early, opened up a cut right on the eyelid. It was a really good performance. Now, granted, Colby, as the fight was going on, he was having more success with the wrestling, but his face was a mess. He was getting pieced up by Joaquin Buckley. That's a true assessment of the fight from Michael Bisping. But again, does that lend itself to talking about one of the best welterweights in the world? And I'm not here to shit on Colby Covington. I'm really not. I want you guys' opinion as to what happens now for a guy that's lived at the top of the sport for so long, and partly due to the fact that he was loud, he was boisterous, and he was all those other things. The welterweight champion, Belal Muhammad. Last one. It was nice, and it felt so good to watch him bleed and suffer. I was just hoping that the doctor would let it go a little bit more, because now you open the door for Colby to make excuses. He's already coming out with excuses. Bro, you're literally getting pieced up in every way that you can get pieced up. Hey, they say, my mother taught me, don't dance on a man's grave whenever he's down and out. Sounds like these dudes are all dancing on Colby Covington's grave. It sounds like it. And I'm over here asking you guys to give me an opinion as to, does it feel okay to do that because of what he's done in the past? How does he respond to losing to Leon Edwards in the way that he did, where it wasn't a very fun competitive fight, getting beat up by Joaquin Buckley? He only lost to the champions before. Now he lost to a guy that's building and contending. How does he handle that? How does Colby Covington bounce back? How do you guys, or what is your expectation of what happens next? I got to be honest, I don't know. It's hard because I know Colby Covington outside of his gimmick, and I know that he's a competitor. I watched him wrestle in the NCAA semifinals against two-time NCAA champion Cornell and lose in overtime. I know that at his core, he's a competitor, but does he just not have it anymore? And how does he handle the windstorm that comes from the guys that he's crapped on the entire time? Belal Muhammad, Jon Jones, and so many others. Because they're all going to keep coming. The question is, how does Colby handle it? How do you guys think he handle it? And what would you do? Would you stare into it? Would you get more obnoxious? Or would you kind of tuck your tail and sit back? Because I truly believe that if he goes into hiding, it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. He took shots at the top in terms of Usman, Edwards, Jon Jones, even a different weight class. But now those guys are still at the top as his time starts to pass him by. What do you think happens? I don't know, man. I think this is very interesting because I truly do love wrestling, and I do love having a personality that's bigger than your own. You know what they tell me at the Volume? When we did this deal, they said, we want Daniel Cormier, but we want you to turn that volume up a little bit. Colby turned the volume all the way to max. But by doing that, while you get more eyes on you in a positive way, you also build a whole bunch of enemies that wait for the downfall. And right now, it seems like we're right in the middle of the downfall. How's Covington handle that? They don't care that it was short notice. Hey, people applaud him for that. Chael told me he was going to stop the fight regardless because of the cut. It was a dominant performance by Buckley. But what happens next? And do they keep dancing on that man's grave? Shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. But in the comments, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think his next step will be. Let me know what you think or how you think he'll handle all of these attacks. And is it as simple as winning one fight and then saying, I'm back and I'm the best? Let me know in those comments below, guys, because I got to know. I've been trying to figure this out since Saturday. And at the end of the day, I figure I need help. So why not go to all my friends here at YouTube? Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my YouTube channel. I appreciate all support. Till next time, peace. So this is my favorite time of the year. The sports season is in full swing. The NFL's wrapping up. NBA is in the middle of the season. The UFC, we don't take a break. Everything is happening right now. So why not get in on all that action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, where all you got to do is bet $5 or more. You'll get $150 in bonus bets if your original bet hits by using my promo code DCTV. Guys, sports are everywhere. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It really is. As always, guys, it's the holiday season, so I'm hooking you up again. All new customers, get to the DraftKings Sportsbook, where the crown is yours.